Hello and welcome to the Centurion's Corner, and today we are doing a hangout video. In this video we normally go through a couple customs and a few figures that are purchased of sort of like old ancient times that aren't deserving of a review. We do kind of an overlook on that. So we've got a bit of a mixture here. We've got some sort of Star Wars and we've got some Marvel Legends customs and a new figure that I have purchased. But I have actually not really purchased many figures. There's not much out there that I kind of want, and I'm kind of waiting for newer figures either to drop back into the shop or to ones to actually drop from the future releases that have been confirmed. So yeah, I've been sort of stepping back a little bit from YouTube as well because I've got a lot going on behind the scene. If you check out my latest video of the toy photography one, it's not all about toy photography. You don't have to be into toy photography. It's actually a little bit about toy collecting, my mental state. It's a bit of a sequel compared to when I took a month out in February in my video when I come back the 1st of March, and a massive thank you to you guys as well. So yeah, it's 4 years of this channel, which is pretty cool, to be honest with you. So go and check it out. You might actually find something that you kind of like from it. So yeah, looking at these guys here, we'll start off with Luke Skywalker. Now I did say in the review that I went off to buy a cape, and it has since come. It come ages ago. I just haven't got around to doing it. And I've given him the hand from the Luke Skywalker Dagobah set, which came out of Yoda a few years back for the Empire Strikes Back. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to give him a gesture. It was just a case of heating up the actual hand, putting it in, and then just squeezing it as well at the sort of like the point here, just to squeeze it into place because the peg was a little bit smaller in the hand there. So this cape I got from AliExpress, it was about £8. It's got a really nice texture to it. It feels so smooth. However, the cape isn't long enough still, and when he's doing his false gestures and stuff like that, it's just, it goes a little bit too short. It is nice because you can manipulate it around and stuff like that, so it keeps its shape with all the wideness in it. But if you're actually buying it for your child or even yourself, just be careful because those pins do come through on the wires there. So yeah, it isn't great for child friendly, to be honest. It's actually got a wired part up here for the actual hood, which isn't too bad. But yeah, I just don't think I'm going to be on another lookout, to be honest, for another Luke Skywalker cape. But I think it would do Ventress quite well, to be honest with you. So yeah, just pulling it back down, I think it would suit Ventress more than Luke himself. So yeah, back to the drawing board on that one. So next up we have the 186th Battalion, which is the very own clone trooper regiment for the channel. And we done Commander Bezel a little bit while back, but I've gone back away and I've kind of looked at him again. I thought I'm still not happy. There's a few bits off. I've taken off a few of the blue details that he had around, and also taken off a lot of the weathering as well. I've added an extra blue brow up here, and I've added a black visor. Beforehand he had a Republic Commando kind of type on there, and I just thought, you know, I kind of like him to sort of blend in with a little bit of the new custom here. So that's what I've done, and I've gone through and matched all the blues up as well to match up with the new custom. So that's pretty much what I've done. I actually took these two away as well and done some pictures with them in the week as well, and yeah, they look really cool out in the grass, to be honest. So with this one here, I actually went away about 3 years ago and designed this dude in a 3.75 and just chucked him in the box because I kind of thought I wanted a clone for the actual channel with the colours and stuff like that, and this is the concept that actually happened. And then just recently I did a live video and we come up with Commander Split. Now this guy is CT6699, so 6699, and that revolves around his split personality as well. So for 1 minute he's an okay kind of guy, and then he splits over to another kind of sort of like angry person. So think of like something like Moon Knight in those kind of ways, and that's kind of where I got the inspiration from, where everything's kind of like half blue and half red. These actual vibro binoculars as well were actually from Bly, because we turned a spare Bly that we had into Star Corps Grunt, which they don't have. So that was an old Phase 2 helmet, and this is obviously a new Phase 1 clone trooper, which is obviously a bootleg as well, but they do fit as well, which is pretty cool. So we just added an extra paintwork all over him, so it's all the way gone all the way down, the blues and the reds, flat blue, flat red as well, so quite easy with the flat white. So it's quite easy custom to make with all the extra chip-ins and weathering all over him. And the gun that we gave him as well was from Retro Baroness. It kind of looks more like a futuristic sniper rifle than it does anything in the military, to be honest with you. So yeah, I kind of gave it to this guy. So I wonder if this guy will give Crosshair a run for his money. But yeah, I really like the design of him, how he's turned out. The weathering looks pretty cool as well. So yeah, I actually really like him, just how he sort of turned out. So I need to make another clone trooper for the squadron. Any ideas, put in the comments down below. And even if you wanted to design your own kind of clone trooper, send me a design. If you wanted to make me an actual clone trooper to actually fit with them as well, if you want to make a custom, you can just hit me up on Instagram, and you can grab my details if you wanted to do something like that, or even send me some art to put on the walls. It'd be really appreciated. Next up, we've got another custom as well, which I've designed, and it's another one that's been in the back of my head for a long time. So now with the new release of the 40th anniversary of the Scout Trooper, I kind of wanted to get another one to make this kind of custom come true. So it's a Shock Trooper, Scout Trooper to go in with the regiment on there. And again, I've done this one live. You can go back and watch the live videos as well. And yeah, it's just fun just hanging out with you guys while I paint away and just let things dry and what. But at the top here, we just kind of carried on that design of the Shock Trooper, and we've got the extra little the sort of sections over there. Nice Imperial grey over the visor, and then the red all around. Again, I just used flat red on this one, and I think the RAF dark colour, which we used to match up with Scorch, if I remember. And yeah, so all the red down there looking all pretty cool, just to really match it up. Kind of made his holster stand out a little bit different. I think on the live video I just left it all red, but I'll put that extra bit in there, and I added these extra colours as well since the live, so just to give a little bit more colour definition there. On the back, not much difference there on the details, apart from just a bit of weathering. And this was a Captain Rex original Kamara that we painted red. You can still see the blue come through there. I'll need to go back for it. And we gave him sort of like the Imperial kind of sniper blaster. Had to cut out the trigger handle as well, because obviously it's got a funny trigger finger. But yeah, I'm really pleased how this one's turned out, although he still doesn't really hold the gun very well. But once he's in place and stuff, he doesn't look too bad. I just don't think he would actually use the blaster, to be honest. So yeah, kind of happy how this one's turned out. So last but no means least, I actually purchased this figure. Well, actually I didn't, SKAPARI did, which is Callum over on his channel over at Nerd Base. And this figure is really hard to get hold of, and I've always wanted a Punisher for the shelf, and this one was actually going. So yeah, I pushed over some fees over to Callum, and he purchased this one for me. And yeah, it's looking really cool. Comes with bunches of accessories as well, and it comes with this awesome motorbike. So accessory wise, he actually comes with this extra head on here, not looking too bad, a little bit more beaten up to the original, so it's kind of nice on there. It actually comes with a little Uzi as well, which is pretty cool. Kind of nice size details and stuff on there, and he holds it pretty cool. He actually comes with a machine pistol, not looking too bad. Kind of wish he comes with like an assault rifle, or even maybe a standard pistol, but he doesn't. Comes with this sawn-off shotgun as well. Again, the details are pretty nice. It has a baseball bat as well, which is quite cool, and a machete, and a kind of like a helmet from Nightmare or Skyrim, depending whatever kind of era you are from. But yeah, it's not looking too bad, and actually that fits onto his head as well, so it is a removable helmet. But I think it'd kind of be more nice as a sort of like a piece on a diorama, in my opinion. The other accessory it comes with is this ginormous motorbike, and it looks awesome. Really good details on there. It really feels like a nice bit of kit. It actually feels like a model kit rather than a bit of plastic like the G.I. Joe Ram cycle. The details are all pretty cool. Got this extra kind of number plate down here. We've got the bike with kind of rubberish wheels and exhausts, and nice sort of headlights and stuff on there as well. And that's actually made of a bit of plastic on the inside. I think there's a sticker or something, but yeah, it's actually got a bit of sort of reflection in there. But the reason I wanted to get this as well was to give this bike a custom upgrade for another rider that uses a bike. And I'm thinking about Lego pieces and some hot glue and stuff like that to put it into place to make up that one there. So stay tuned for that at a later date. But the actual figure itself, yeah, the articulation is pretty cool. Head left, right. You can look down quite far. He can look quite up quite far as well. Got full rotation at the arm. Comes up to this far. Rotation at upper arm. Double joint. Rotation at the wrist. Crunch as well, which is pretty cool. Waist swivel, legs come this way, forward, back, upper thigh rotation. We've got a double knee as well, and a rocker and a pivot. So all articulation there is all ticks for this guy, for a Marvel Legends figure. And the sculpt work on there is pretty cool. It looks like you might want to sort of like cross this Frank Castle, that is for sure. Got the nice skull on there, we've got the kind of like gun holster and stuff around on the sides. Unfortunately, it doesn't hold any of his weapons like a G.I. Joe figure, unfortunately, so only can hold them in his hands. All the muscles around there, got sort of fingerless gloves going down to his boots and other parts. So yeah, looking pretty cool. He's actually ginormous as well. I'm actually halfway through doing a G.I. Joe review from Falcon here, and look at the size comparisons to this guy. It's absolutely huge. So thanks for hanging out with me on this video. Don't forget you can comment down below, you can subscribe and ding the bell and follow me on Instagram, which is all in the description down below. You can join the channel for 99p or 99 cents from wherever you're from. And also, if you want to send anything to the channel, let me know on Instagram and I'll happily sort of like have talks with you if you want to send anything, like anything from paintwork to customs and other stuff like that, as I mentioned previously in the channel. And don't forget to go and check out my toy photography one. If you do collect toys or are in a little bit of a dark place, go and watch it. It might give you a bit of inspiration and a little bit of help. So thank you. Until next time, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye!